There are several antagonists, and the characters are a little more complex than good guy, bad guy. That's not how this works. What's up, you guys? Welcome to Boss Level 8, where we make fun of movie critics. We recently binge-watched all of Luke Cage Season 2, and we're going to take a look at David Griffin's review of it. I have never seen this before, so you guys are going to be reading it for the first time with me, and we'll see what he has to say about the series, or the second season, of Luke Cage. Now, if it's your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you can get notified every single time we have a video out. Let's take a look at what David Griffin said. While the premise of a friendly neighborhood Luke Cage sounds promising, sadly, the story's execution is uninspired and sometimes downright boring. Well, I don't think friendly neighborhood Luke Cage should ever come out of anyone's mouth. It's a guy who from the gate has been battling with his own anger. He's not fucking Spider-Man. Meaning he's not Spider-Man, not like he's not having sex with Spider-Man. Because who knows? Spider-Man's part of the MCU now. Maybe it'll happen. There is hope. Series creator Cheo Hodari Coker is still searching for that villainous magic he found in Ali's portrayal of Cottonmouth last season. The villain wasn't good enough? I don't know about that. Not to say that it's the best villain ever or anything like that, but like to say that they're not villainous. The villain is a villain in this, man. Wow. In an attempt to fill that void, Coker gives Luke his next challenge in the form of one John Bushmaster MacGyver, played by Mustafa Shakir. To his credit, Shakir delivers a solid performance as an imposing figure that can give Luke a run for his money, but he's a poor substitute for Cottonmouth, even if he can throw a powerful punch. Also partly because he's not the substitute for Cottonmouth at all. I feel like maybe this isn't your first go at a Marvel television show that shows up on Netflix. I'm hoping, or assuming, especially considering this is season 2 of Luke Cage, so you probably should have watched the first one, but it might not come as a surprise that there are several antagonists, and the characters are a little more complex than good guy, bad guy. That's not how this works. You're stupid. Stop being stupid. As the season progresses, Bushmaster and Cage's rivalry become less interesting and more redundant as the two begin to compare the pain they've each endured throughout their lives as if it's some kind of competition. Well, don't have you at an AA meeting, damn. It's like, I feel like I keep hearing the same stories. This is getting boring. Or the first Deadpool movie, or the second Deadpool movie. When people go through crap, like they're gonna talk about the crap, and then someone else is gonna relate by talking about their crap. Sometimes there might be competition, sometimes there might not be competition. Obviously, you know, Deadpool and his lady friend had healthy competition, but they were lying. Hey, you think you had it bad? Well, when I was 7 years old, I met this guy on the street and he told me that he was cool. And it was really difficult for me, and that's why I can't play in a McDonald's play area anymore. Any sympathy one might feel for these two emotionally broken men is diminished by an excessive amount of brooding, especially from Luke, which is why I can't watch Jason Statham movies. Too much damn brooding. Man, you probably hate Arrow. That whole fucking show is brooding. When Arrow's happy, someone else is brooding. It's really funny. Don't watch that show. I like that show, but you'd hate it. In the first season, Luke was a shining beacon of hope for Harlem, encouraging young African-American men to stop using the N-word. But now he uses that same word he once vilified, because people change. Also, as we said before, he's not your friendly neighborhood Luke Cage power man. Like, that's not how this works. He deals with anger issues. In fact, I bet you if Spider-Man was on Netflix, he probably wouldn't be your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man all the time, because they specifically chose darker tones on Netflix when doing Marvel shows. So, it makes sense that he changes his tone, changes his mind, sometimes becomes angry, sometimes he's nice, sometimes he's out there smiling, taking pictures to sell t-shirts, other times he's punching you in the face just because you looked at him weird. And that's why I can't play in a McDonald's playground anymore. As Luke's anger builds, he becomes someone who's difficult to recognize and simply not fun to watch, which is the point. It's kind of the point. But you know, I don't know what to tell you. It's like falling in that one level of Mortal Kombat but surviving. You missed the point. It was a terrible joke. Claire Temple is still around, but has little to do as Luke's love interest. Rosario Dawson has been the anchor for these Marvel Netflix shows, but her character is running out of steam. There's only so many ways she can talk Luke, Matt, and Danny out of doing something stupid, while she constantly fails at talking them out of doing something stupid. She also said she was done with that at the end of Defenders. And in this, she's actually trying to have a relationship, but understands that to be in a relationship, she has to be a part of all this stuff. If you're dating someone super, that's just kind of how it goes. Woodard is one of the best actors in the business, but even she can't make Mariah interesting this season. Wow. I would like to point out that a lot of the people who are doing reviews on this show had gotten only the first half of the season. Either that, or if this person watched the entire season, then they don't know what the word interesting means. That's my assumption. They don't know what the word interesting means. Her counterpart, Shades, has become a caricature of himself and is more silly than threatening. A sinister smile and wearing sunglasses indoors will only get you so far. I don't know, got one group a hit song. Oh no, that was at night, not indoors.
I wear my sunglasses indoors.
Yeah, that's not how it goes. While there aren't many reasons to watch Luke Cage this season, there are some fun musical performances at Harlem's Paradise, like Jada Kiss, Faith Evans, and Rakim. Also, the stunt and fight choreography teams do a great job during the action sequences, which are usually accompanied by some classic Wu-Tang jams. Word. Luke's punches land with more power than before, like he's picked up a few new tricks from his time spent with the Defenders, which is literally explained that he has picked up a few tricks with his time, but whatever. Other than these outlying highlights, Luke Cage Season 2 is a misfire, so basically music and punching. That's it? Just music and punching? Isn't that fucking Imagine Dragons video? Literally the song is just like punching with fucking Dolph Lundgren. Marvel's Luke Cage Season 2 never quite finds its footing over the course of its 13-episode run. You saw the whole thing and didn't think she was interesting? What? I gave you the benefit of the doubt, thought you only saw half of it. How did you not find her interesting? Did you miss episode 9? By the way, watch episode 9. That's where she's really interesting. Even if you don't like her or the show or anything that's going on, it is interesting. I don't like getting bludgeoned in the stomach, but I still feel like it would be interesting. I would be like, oh, this is interesting. This is a new experience. I can't help but pay attention to this. The series is still struggling to regain momentum after Cottonmouth's exit midway through season 1. While Mike Coulter and Alfre Woodard deliver solid performances, there simply isn't a compelling story worth exploring. I'm gonna go back to the episode 9 thing. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone, but like, even just episode 9 has an incredibly daring and compelling thing that happens in it. Just the one episode. Also, you thought he was supposed to be friendly neighborhood power man the whole time, so maybe that's why you weren't compelled. I'm very upset that I gave him the benefit of the doubt, thinking he only watched half of the season, when it turns out that he watched the entire thing and just didn't understand any of it, and didn't find any of it interesting somehow, except for punching and music. Don't get me wrong, I liked the punching and the music, but I liked some other things too. Or at least notice that they were interesting. What did you guys think of Luke Cage Season 2? We'd love to hear your comments. Put them down in the comment section below and we will definitely read them and check them out. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you get notified every single time we have a video out, and there's gonna be some on the screen right now that you can click on to check out. And until we see you guys next time, geek out and game on.